The gate is down and it is on in Supermini 1, 12 to 15. Looks like Carter Malcolm on the number 17 machine getting that early jump. Big bunch of riders now. Who's it going to be as they work their way into the 10 Commandments? That looks like it might be the 51, Dylan Blecka. Yeah, Dylan making a big move there as well. The number 98, Randall Myers, hanging in there as they come out of the 10 Commandments. Work their way into that tough left-hander. Here we go into that rhythm section leading into Storyland. Looks like Carter Malcolm still has control of that lead. Again, the 51, Dylan Bleck, I believe, has put himself into the number 2 position. And here comes a whole cast of Supermini riders looking for that number 38 machine. Shows Hayden Deegan coming around that first turn, about 16th position. So key to keep that thing on 2 wheels coming into this final moto with a 1-1 score. Rounding up over the Yamaha Peristyle on lap number 1. Early leaders bringing themselves back into view right in front of the infield. Here we go. Up and over the final tabletop, launching that thing out into the rollers. Around that big sand turn down into the Bermuda Triangle. Headed for the finish line on lap number 1. Checking in underneath the tower right now.
Hey, we got ourselves a special guest analyst for this moto who maybe should be in this moto. Good to see Casey Cochran is healthy enough to at least cruise around, not enough to race, as he went down hard in the other Supermini class. So Casey Cochran on up here. First of all, okay, we saw you crash off the start, but I heard it was another crash that got you.
Right, yeah, I just ended up making a bad judgment on my end, and just unfortunate collision with another rider, but at least I'm able to get back out here and watch some racing. But sucks I can't be out on the track, but it's all good.
Dude, so what do we hear? Broken ribs, lungs, all that stuff?
Yeah, I got 6 broken ribs and a punctured lung, so I mean, a bit tough to breathe and stuff like that, but we'll get better.
Wow. All right, so Hayden Deegan has taken the lead from Dylan Blecka, who had it. So Deegan going to try to roll here now that he's got the number 1 spot. Your mom said that you were asking if you could still race.
Right. I mean, I was sitting there, obviously still hurting, but I mean, with that good position in the first moto,
yeah,
I mean, it was worth a shot, but yeah, I don't think that's happening.
No, I know, and what it really comes down to, right, the amount of work you put in and focus on this race, to have it gone in an instant, I'm sure was a super bummer.
Yeah, just all the preparation that goes in and just it taken away so quick. It's devastating, but we'll come back stronger.
All right, this is Casey Cochran hanging out with us up here. We'll update the results or the running order in Supermini in a moment once they come through, as you see Deegan into the lead way up on the outside. Hey, how's this track? It's probably changed a little bit since you were out there earlier in the week, but how was this track coming together? A lot of riders said it felt different than previous years. How was it for you?
Right, I mean, earlier in the week it seemed pretty rough, yeah. Honestly, pretty tough, but right now out there on the track, it actually doesn't look bad. It's in really good shape. I mean, obviously I'm not out there riding, but it looks really good this morning.
And Casey, I'm wondering if that's the difference. When you're riding it, it seems rough. When you're watching it, you're like, dude, I can rip this up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Throw the goggles on, look over the bars. It might look a little different. As we watch Viney here, Deegan trying to run him down. So Deegan was able to get around Blecka. Noah Viney on the Rides Unlimited KTM trying to hold on. So you're here with On Track School. So explain, we've been having athletes in here all week talking about that really for years. Explain how On Track School works for you and your racing career.
I mean, yeah, it's great being able to still have a great education with training every day and being able to get the school in with the riding, obviously. So it's a great program to be able to have. I mean, just work, you can work with it and get your own custom times to do everything, and they basically can work around you. So it's a super awesome program to have, especially for riding and training every day. It's amazing for riders like me and everyone else out there.
Yep. Casey Cochran joining us now. Look, no one's paying. No one's listening. You don't have to say good stuff just because folks from on track are here or your parents are here. Do you actually do the schoolwork? Do you actually do the schoolwork? Legitimately, just tell us.
Yes.
Okay, he does. Okay, he actually does. Okay, is this what we do? All right, what's your favorite subject? What's your least favorite subject? So we can verify you have real insight on this. Yes, exactly. What's your favorite subject and what's the one that is toughest? Everybody's got strengths and weaknesses. And Andrew just came up and said, be honest.
If you want me to,
it's a normal part of life.
Honest, I was enjoying math until we started adding letters.
Oh, algebra. Yeah, that nailed it. Okay, that is verified. That is the blue check mark verified. Yes. Yep. Hey, when I was a kid, I wanted to be an engineer so I could like design these bikes. And then once we got into the math with letters, it's like it's time to start talking for a living.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you, buddy. So any idea of your timeline as we watch Viney? Deegan's starting to close in, but Viney's still holding the lead on the 43. Any idea of the timeline when you're going to be back riding, anything like that?
Didn't really get time, I guess, but probably around like 4 weeks. So just a nice little break anyways after this race. We're going to take a little bit of time off, but maybe a little bit more than expected. But
yeah,
we'll be back for Minios hopefully, so that'll be good.
Did you already know what your plan of what size bike you're going to race at Minios, or is that still something you got to figure out, even regardless of what happened at Loretta's this week?
Honestly, it's still up in the air. I don't really know. It could be anything at this point.
Yeah, and that's typically the case. Like everybody builds their season around it, ends at Loretta's, it starts at Minios, so you don't know what class you'll end up with by the time we get to Florida and Thanksgiving. We lost our monitor feed for just a minute as Viney trying to hold on to the lead. Have you been riding bigger bikes than Super Minis just for practice?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I've just been focusing on the Super Mini for this race, but I don't know what's ahead, honestly.
I bet you if we talked to almost everyone on this gate in the class racing right now, they'd feel the same way. Not sure what's next. We know what's happening right now. Deegan around the outside and able to air out that jump, using that momentum from the outside to get the lead from Viney. Viney gonna see some of the lines here. So Deegan to the lead. Not a great start for him in this final moto. He was already in position to win the title, but you know he's going for the golds. So Deegan to the lead. I am shocked, by the way, that you can come up here, Casey Cochran, and talk during the moto you should have been in. I can tell you the professional guys cannot do that. They don't even want to watch. So I'm impressed you're able to block. It must be killing you to watch this.
Yeah, I mean, I'd obviously love to be out there, but, you know, it happens, so just got to deal with it and move on, so.
And by the way, okay, we didn't get much. You know, you really only had like one moto and a tiny bit of another. But the speed in the moto you did have was there, so at least you can leave with something to boast of the confidence, right?
Right. I mean, the week was starting off great. I mean, I had great speed in that first moto, the fastest lap and stuff, so I know I got the pace and everything, but just unfortunate what happened in that second moto. And after getting that whole shot, I mean, I was in a really good position for this week, but it is what it is, and we just move on to the next race.
And Kristen Chanik now rolling up on Blecka. This should be a battle just outside the podium positions. Nice move there by Chanik to put the number 27 up there. He's going to try. It's Adler Caldwell who's done a pretty good job. Adler Caldwell has done a pretty good job this week. We've seen him hovering around those podium spots. He's up ahead in third. See if Janik can try to track him down now that he's gotten Blecka. And then behind them, you'd have Carter Malcolm, Zayden Mason, Trace Holland, Mason Davis, and Cody Samples. Now, you got any other ceremonies you're on track that you got to attend or anything like that? How's that all working? Are you good? You're on like summer vacation mode now, Casey.
I don't know. I couldn't answer that question.
Summer school mode. You're doing summer school. You trying to get ahead?
That's the plan.
Really? Wow.
I mean, I'm having to do Spanish for summer school, but
Seriously?
I don't know any Spanish still.
Yeah, it's going to take a couple of years probably to get that down. Yeah. This isn't MotoGP where you do a press conference in 4 different languages, and every one sounds like the guy's main language. So you did some summer school actually though with On Track.
Yeah, doing it right now anyways. So I'm gonna do that, and then if I can do summer school again next year, then I might be able to graduate even a year early, so that'd be nice.
Well, we were hearing Andrea Lieb from On Track joining us up here. We were talking to riders yesterday, just trying to finish up early to focus on the riding after they get the degree.
Yeah, and you know, Casey's got that work ethic that if he wants to accelerate and graduate early, just the hard work he puts into his racing career is the same he puts into school, and you can see that. Obviously, he's standing here and he was just in the hospital for a couple of days. I have no doubt that we will be standing here at Casey's graduation sooner than later.
Yeah, that's cool. And then you just get ahead on enrolling in college classes while you're a professional racer.
Right.
I don't know. No one's ever pulled that off, but we'll see.
Yeah. I don't think I have much of a choice. So I think I got to go to college. So.
You really thinking about that?
Well, she's making me go.
Mom is. Hey, this is awesome. I've said it over and over. Oh, wait a minute. We got problems here. Deegan, a mistake coming out of that corner. Did Viney slip back by? We had lost our monitor feed there for a moment. And we just see Deegan coming slow out of that turn. Now, as far as points go, Deegan has a pretty big gap to play with Janik. He's got about 6-7 positions he could work with. But if the bike doesn't get to the finish line, you're done. You have to at least finish. So Noah Viney's saying, hey, I'll take this. Well, you never know what's going to happen, I guess, huh?
No, not at all. I mean, it is kind of rare to see a mistake like that happen, though, when he's got that gap out front.
Yeah, you figure it was on cruise control, so now he's going to go back after it. And this Super Mini title up for grabs. Deegan trying to get it. Viney, the overall isn't there for him. He just would like to win the Moto. Had some problems earlier in the week. I think he had some good starts, but the finishes were not there for Viney. So this is his opportunity right now to try to win this one. There he is on the 43. That rides unlimited. KTM got Greg Geisler and the crew over there. The richest team in motocross, as Kevin Kelly likes to say, the Rolex heart monitors, diamond encrusted grips. But right now, Deegan trying to figure out a line around him. Oh, they got to deal with lap traffic now.
That definitely doesn't play in your favor, I can tell you that.
Well, we saw some really long ruts this week, man. That's got to be really scary when you get up on the lappers and you got those long ruts as Deegan makes the move.
Yeah, I don't think that lapper helped out Noah there at all. But
this rut right here, where do you practice that kind of stuff? I know you do riding at the sandbox, but it's not every track where you can find ruts like this to practice.
Right, I mean, the ruts that we get out of the sandbox, you'd think we don't really get ruts because the sandbox, obviously, but they just brought in a bunch of clay there, so we're getting some really, really good ruts there recently before this race, so getting me well prepared for this and races in the future, obviously.
Hey, we know that a lot of the top pros ride there. Talking to Casey Cochran as Viney now starting to lose a little ground. Deegan taking it back. Do you ride like at the same time as them, or how does that work with Ken Roxon and those boys?
So it really depends because they have 2 different tracks there.
Okay.
2 different outdoor tracks. So some days, depending on how many pros are riding, the pros will ride one track and then we'll ride the other track. But if there's only like maybe like 2 or 3 pros riding, then we'll all just ride on the same track.
So it happens. You got Ken Roxon out there on his 450 and you on a Super Mini.
Right.
Do you show him a wheel here and there?
Yeah, occasionally.
Oh, yeah. Show Ken Roxon what's up. All right, we got 5 minutes to go. So a little bit of a scary moment there for Deegan. Had the lead, threw it away, got it back, and going to try to avoid that situation again. Viney is second, and Adler Caudle, I'm telling you what. Am I saying that right? Do you know? Is it Caudle?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm less than 50% with the accuracy, so I'm happy with that. It's a pretty good run to put it up on the podium.
Oh yeah, I've obviously haven't been here the past 2 days, so I haven't seen how everyone's doing because I can't. I was not about to watch the Supermini race laying in a hospital.
That's what I thought. Okay, that's the more realistic. Okay, a couple days later, he was able to do it.
Yeah.
I've talked to way too many injured riders through the years, way too many for a variety of reasons. But when you do, they're like, no, man, I'm not watching the races.
Right, yeah. I was laying in that hospital bed, and they were like, you want to watch Supermini? No.
No way. No, that'd make you just feel even worse.
Right.
So Deegan trying to finish it off this time. You see Viney back there trying to figure out Viney's scores. I'm looking for him in the overall. Man, 27th in Moto 1. That was what cost him 5th in Moto 2, 2nd in this Moto. Deegan still taking a look back. Lots of look backs. Remember, he's trying to manage the lead already once in this Moto and had a mistake and had to gather it back up. Got to figure it out now. Yeah, there was a crazy moment in the Moto that you crashed in. You probably didn't even see any of that.
Right, yeah, I was in a helicopter.
Dude, I'm telling you what. Yeah, that was probably the most dramatic overall Moto of the week. We basically saw on our screen Stacey Colshot award Casey Cochran, and then we just never saw you again.
Right.
And then at the end of the Moto, there was some craziness with Janik and Deegan didn't land a jump, got landed on. That's Supermini 2, so that title is totally up for grabs now, but Supermini 1, Hayden Deegan looking for the 1-1-1 sweep, and finishing touch is going to be put on this one. Casey Cochran, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming back to the ranch, and then thanks for hanging out on behalf of on-track schools and doing your homework, like literally, figuratively. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you guys for having me. I mean, it's great to be back out here, hang out with some people the last day, but probably going to head home soon, but just move on to the next race and see how that one goes. All
right, Mini O's, that's the plan, right? Cool. See you there.
Good to see you, Casey. Thanks for coming.
No problem. Thank you.
Right on. All right, we'll finish up this Moto. Casey Cochran and the Cochran family, thanks very much, everybody, for coming on up. Thanks, Andrea Lieb, everyone at On Track. I don't care if it's public school, private school, remote school, any kind of school. The math with the letters is going to throw you. Doesn't matter what kind of school it is. There are no shortcuts on that stuff.
I never did learn to add C plus D.
Oh
I never did learn to add that. So, yeah.
Get out of here.
Hey, Andrea, you guys on top of it this week. You guys have been. We've been in class in the tower here every day. Tell us what's going on with the Apprentice program real quick before we wrap this one up.
Yeah, just real quick. All apprentices, please come by the On Track booth between noon and 1 to pick up your trophy.
Nice.
For doing your homework on the track. And I'm proud to say that Mr. Tim Cotter is appointed On Track the overseer of the Apprentice program, and we'll be evolving that. So all apprentices report back to school between 12 and 1 and get your trophy today.
Recess begins at 12 and ends at 1, so get over there.
Okay.
Pick those awards up, all you apprentices. Andrea, again, thank you so much, and we're going to close this one out, Weege.
Yep, thanks to Casey Cochran for stopping by, who coulda, shoulda, woulda been in this Moto. Meanwhile, Hayden Deegan looking to capture it with 1-1-1 scores. Made it interesting. Bad start, got the lead, lost it, got it back. But you got to deal with the adversity here at Loretta's, and that builds character. And this other class, that title is blown. So it does not matter. It does not matter how well you have the system dialed. The gremlins are going to get you at Loretta's.
You got that right. Keep them away from the water. How many 1-1-1s?
We have not seen many. I think yesterday we had not seen one yet, and I don't think any of our titles that came out of here.
I don't think so.
Boucher just won a title. I think it might have been a 2-1-1. So this is impressive stuff. We might be looking at our first sweep. Don't quote me on that. We got a lot of cool statistics from the folks downstairs, but their lap times. Fastest lap of the week turned in by Nick Romano, and second fastest times turned in by Caden Broswell, both the schoolboy too. So that tells you something about the B level or schoolboy riders with their fastest times. We have those stats. The stat I don't have is this the first 1-1-1?
I think it is.
I don't know. We think so.
Yeah, I can't confirm that, but I think it is.
I'm going to head to the Podium. Megawatt, what do you have?
Well, we've got the UPS truck has arrived, and there are many packages to be picked up. And despite what's going on, you guys need to make your way over there. We have Dawn Betts. Casey Cochran just had him up here. You've got a package over there as well. Jake Secor, you've got 2 packages. Colin Edwards, 3 packages for you. Stacy Holler, Jamie Hargrove, Anthony and Cade Johnson. Cade Johnson again. Chance Kaiser. Micah, there's something addressed to a Micah. Greg Mason. Bud Music, you've got a couple packages. Taylor Painter. Steve Schaff. Tyler Smith. Speed Graphics Peterson. And Andrus, don't have a first name on that one either, so no first name on Andrus, no first name on Micah. But one more time, UPS pickups for Don Betts, Casey Cochran, Jake Secor, Colin Edwards, Stacy Holler, Jamie Hargrove, Anthony Cade Johnson again, Chance Kaiser, Greg Mason, Bud Music, Taylor Painter, Steve Schuff, Tyler Smith, and Speed Graphics all have packages to be picked up. Checkered flag is out. Hayden Deegan going 1-1-1. Believe that might be the first Triple Moto winner of the week here. Going to put that in check here until we find that out. Noah Viney finishing second in the Moto. Unfortunately for him, having a bad one in that first Moto. So a 27.52. One heck of an effort by the number 43, Noah Viney, 110% out there on the track. Checking in, Adler Cottle in that number 3 spot, checking in the 3 position. He too having a little bit of bad luck, going 5:28.3. That bad luck, of course, being that 28 in Moto number 2. Bounces back with a bronze medal performance here in the 3rd Moto. Taking a look at our overall results now. Looks like Hayden Deegan going to get it done, of course, with that 1-1-1. Christian Janik, 4-2-4 for 10 points, and Dylan Blecka goes 8-4-5 for 17.
Well, this made the math easy with the 1-1-1s, but the Moto definitely had its share of drama. We'll unpack all that here in just a moment. Also, shout out to Carter Malcolm with our Stasic Hole Shot. We'll bring him up and we'll talk to 2nd and 3rd. But right now, to the victor go the spoils. Probably wanted 2 titles, I would imagine, this week. He's going to end up with 1 because of a wild situation in the Super Mini 2. But Super Mini 1 leaving no doubt with a 1-1-1. He is your national champion. Let's hear it for the Danger Boy, Hayden Deegan. So yeah, we look at 1-1-1, it's like, oh, that was pretty simple, but there were some issues in that Moto. You had to make passes, then you had to get the lead back. What was going on out there?
Yeah, so I got off to a pretty good start. Came out probably, no, it wasn't good actually. Came out like 20th. But anyways, made my way up to the front, and then ended up getting my probably 3rd lap or so, made my way in front of Noah. Then had a bobble in the back, fell over. Took me a minute to get up. Noah got around me, and then just put on a charge, got around everyone, and put on a little lead.
It doesn't matter how prepared you are. Loretta's weird stuff's going to happen, right?
Exactly, yeah.
What's next for you? Is this your last run, you think, this week on a mini cycle? Do you know what you're going to next and what you're going to do?
Yeah, I have one more race on the Super Mini today, actually, at 4. So we'll race that, and then we're done with the mini bikes, getting a 250. So yeah.
All right. Is it fun, or are you like cannot wait to get on the big bike?
It's definitely fun racing this. This is fun right now. It's gonna get a lot harder than this. I know that. But this is exciting stuff right now. We're just having fun out here.
Well, at least you understand how that works. Yeah, it's only going to get tougher. Who do you want to thank for the 1-1-1 in the championship?
I'd like to thank KT Morris Brigade, Team Dunlop, Monster Energy, Method Race Wheels, Alpine Stars, Thor, my mom, dad, trainer Caleb, my mechanic Tyler, everyone out there. Thank you guys.
All right, let's bring the AMA #1 plate on up to the stage, and with a 1-1-1 sweep, 3 golds, and most importantly, 1 #1 plate. Let's hear it for your Super Mini 1 national champion. It is Hayden Deegan. All right, we'll let them get some photos and video. We will talk to our 2nd and 3rd place finishers here in just a moment. Also hand out our Hole Shot Award. So congrats to the Deegan crew. You can go hang out, chill for a moment. We'll let you shake champagne in a few. Let's bring our 2nd place finisher on up, who got some serious laps led in that one, Noah Viney. And also Adler Cottle, who took 3rd in the Moto. So we got some hardware to hand out in our final Moto of this class. There's one more Super Mini race that'll be later today in Super Mini 2 with the title up for grabs. Good stuff on the Rides Unlimited KTM. Got to lead a couple of laps in this one. Come on out to the front. This is going to be good enough for the silver. Let's hear it for Noah Viney. How was that one? Tell me about it.
That one was good. I got 2nd off the start, and coming into the first turn, I made the pass, and then got away because I tripled through the 10 commandments, and I don't think anybody else did on the first lap. And then halfway through, Hayden came and smoked me in a turn, like just gapped me. And then he crashed, and I got back around him. And then he was just riding better that moto, so he beat me.
All right, being honest about it, that's cool. Who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank Rides Unlimited, Roger from 7 Gear, Bell Helmet, Scott Goggles, Jamie for building my motors, and KTM, and anybody else that I forgot. Thank you.
Let's hear it for Noah Viney, second place. Let's bring Adler up, who is your bronze medalist. Let's bring up Adler. I think he's sneaking through here. So here is the bronze. Let's hear it for Adler Cottle. Come on out front. Okay, so how was that moto for you?
It was all right. I had a way outside gate because I had bike problems in the moto before. But actually got my best start of the week from the outside and made a couple early moves, got into third, and just stayed there.
All right. Yeah, how's it feel to get up on the podium? Pretty good, right?
Oh, yeah, it feels pretty good. I've had such an up and down week. You know, in the contention, not in contention, bike problems, things out of my control. So feels good to get up on the box again.
Who do you want to thank?
My mom, my dad, my stepmom, my sisters, Dylan Matheny back home, Cole Lingle for helping me out this week, Renan, Monster, 100%, Alpine Star, Bell, 180 decals, Mika Metals, DT1. I know there's a lot of other people, sorry, but thank you to everyone.
Let's hear it for our third place finisher, Adler Cottle. Good job, Adler. Carter Malcolm got our Stasic hole shot. That's our last thing here, and then we'll let Hayden Deegan pop the champagne. Let's hear it for our Super Mini hole shot artist, Carter Malcolm. How'd you pull that?
Just got off to a good jump, hit my shifts, and got to the corner first.
Right, who do you want to thank?
I want to thank Crush Gloves, my trainer Kyle Cunningham, all my friends and family here supporting me, 60, Spy, Fast House, Lynx Racing, Willie Manning Suspension, FAF Graphics, Performance Cycle, and everyone else I forgot. Thank you.
All right, Carter Malcolm, everybody.